I know it's hard for a lot of real estate agents to believe. As a matter of fact, I found it very difficult to believe. I was so amazed when it actually started happening. But if you know how to market properly, especially niche market, sellers will call you. They literally will call you and say, please come talk to me about listing my home. And when that starts happening to you, it makes your business amazing. Let me show you how that happens. Stuart Sutton here, author of Niche Marketing Blueprint, and I've been running around telling agents that they really can build a business where they don't have to work weekends, earn all the money they want, and spend all the family time they need. And it is accomplished through the most amazing strategy you can use in real estate, and that's niche marketing. I'm going to show you some of the strategies we use here real quick and why they work so extremely well. I received a postcard not too long ago, and I received that postcard just about the same time I heard a speaker, a national speaker, say, guess what? Postcards don't work anymore. You have to use social media. You have to use online ads. We use those, but postcards work very well to this day. The postcard I received less than a week after I heard that speaker convinced me that I was right. Not only did that convince me, but my results convinced me. But the postcard I got was from a little organization you may have heard of named Google. I figured if Google is sending me postcards, they must work. They absolutely positively would not spend their investment dollars on postcards if they didn't work with their prospects and customers. So let me show you what I'm talking about and why postcards still work so very well. Anyone who says postcards don't work doesn't know how to use them. So one side of the postcard is simply the mailing side. You can see the blank on one side is for the mailing label, and on the left we have a little bit of marketing. It's got our logo, it's got information about contacting me, and it's got a little bit about my unique selling proposition. Unique seller proposition, very important. If you cannot recite your unique selling proposition at the drop of a hat, you need to work on it because it's extremely important. It needs to be in all of your marketing. Now, the postcard message side is what I really want to get into. I create a lot of different marketing based on situations. Now, in my current business, I have a part-time assistant and I manage most of my clients personally. And I do that because I really enjoy what I do. I used to have a big team, kind of like the one on the left. I used to be an individual agent, kind of like the one on the right. But I realized that people have choices, consumers have choices. And I wanted to differentiate what I do compared to those two. So what this card does is identify how I differ. And it tells the consumer what the options are. And it tells them what the benefits are to hiring someone like me. Now, I want you to take a look at the headline. The headline says something that's really important. The truth about. That is a very well received headline. Now, we use headlines that are proven. They're formulas that have been tested and they work in the marketplace. Most agents don't get results with postcards because they don't use actual marketing techniques with their postcards. And I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anybody, but here it is. A lot of marketing companies for real estate agents don't know much about marketing. They just know how to put out pretty stuff. But the effectiveness of marketing is the message being conveyed. In the headline, you're seeing the truth about, and then it tells you what it is the truth about. The truth about real estate services and the proven better options for selling your home. The truth about and the proven, now proven's a very effective word as well. The proven options, okay? So there's one other thing up there. I have a niche, I work homes on small acreage. And you can see in that headline, and in every headline, you see that I target my audience. You can see it says the truth about typical real estate services and the proven better options for selling your home on an acre or more. It doesn't say for selling anything, anytime, anywhere, condos, duplexes, houses. It says selling homes on an acre or more. like the people I'm targeting and sending the postcard to. Now on the left, it identifies the team, and on the right, it identifies an individual agent. And then below that, it shows the attributes for why listing with me is a benefit. They don't have to choose me, but I'm a pretty good option. So I also want you to look along the bottom. Along the bottom, you can see that I am branded, my logo is there, and my USP is there again. There's always, 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 always a video that the consumer can go to and see the information. And you can see in this case, the video is a new level of service.com. Bottom line is that you've got a powerful headline, you've got pertinent content, and you have a video that they can go to and get more information. This is called a soft offer. They can go with information that doesn't mean having to contact you directly. If they like the information that you're providing, then they'll follow up and contact you. So effective postcard marketing will drive them online, and that's where they'll get the information they need, where they'll engage, probably give you their phone number and their email address. Let's take a look at another example. This particular one says, answers for 1 acre plus homeowners not available anywhere else. What really changed in June of 22? I want you to look at the headline again. Targets my audience. It targets the niche group that I'm going after. Answers for, now what answers? Well, answers not available anywhere else. And that piques people's interest. You can't get it somewhere else. Can't. This is it. You want this information? This is the only place you're going to get it. Very powerful headline. Now, the questions that are listed here, how do you arrive at those? Well, you listen to your customers, you listen to your clients, you listen to your prospects. But we're going to answer some questions that they're not going to get anywhere else. At this particular time, they wanted to know, people, consumers, homeowners on an acre or more, wanted to know, are prices really dropping? They wanted to know, are homes still selling over asking or not? They wanted to know, are homes selling in just a few days? What's going on? This was right during the shift and when it started happening. And we also said, hey, are homes over $1 million taking longer to sell? Everybody thinks, well, the first homes that are hit are the luxury homes, right? So we answered those questions all in that video. When they went to see the video, they got the answers to those questions. But we asked questions they weren't going to get if they went to their multiple listing service website and looked at the stats, or if they went to typical agent or blogs or whatever the case is and looked at stats. They weren't going to get this kind of information. Only place to get it was right here. And then of course across the bottom, I'm branded, logo, and unique selling proposition. I hope this is making sense. We're going to give you one more. Again, at the top, it'd be fine if your family dentist put your kids' braces on, right? Wrong. That's a really good headline. Whatever it is. The market's so hot, it's fine if you don't clean up your home before you list it, right? Wrong. So the right and the wrong is a very good headline. And notice I've got a picture of the braces. And in the next line say you need special expertise, and the orthodontist is the specialist who has more training, expertise, knowledge, and experience. Now what am I doing here? Well, I'm using the rule of familiarity. Everybody understands that an orthodontist is a specialist. The family dentist is great. You trust them, you like them, you depend on them for your care. But when you need braces, you need a specialist. Familiarity. So I'm basically taking that familiar scenario into my niche. If you need an agent and you have a home on an acre or more, you also need a specialist. So we're taking the orthodontist scenario, familiar, and moving it into the real estate arena that I'm in my niche, in my expertise. I have a special expertise like the orthodontist has a special expertise. Then you see across the bottom, logo, contact information, and unique selling proposition. So all these postcards have something in common. Targeted, powerful headlines, proven, tested marketing formulas, and pertinent information to that consumer. And I hope you can see why postcard marketing is extremely effective. That doesn't mean you shouldn't post on social media. That doesn't mean you shouldn't run online ads, run Facebook ads, run Google ads. That doesn't mean you should disregard all that. But postcard marketing can be very powerful. As a matter of fact, my return on investment for postcards exceeds any other marketing I do. If you'd like to make $10, $12, $15 for every dollar you invest in marketing, consider a powerful postcard marketing campaign like the one I use. Consumer response psychology is responsible for effective marketing, sellers calling you. I want you to take a look at this video real quick. It's how to use sociology and psychology in niche marketing and why it's so powerful. Hope to see you over on that video.